What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is United vs. Everybody. I am your host, Sean. For those of you who are new, if you are new, welcome to the channel again. We are back with another Man United News Roundup. We've got a ton of goalkeeper chatter to talk about today and a little bit of winger chatter going on, so I'm excited to hear you guys' thoughts on all that. Sorry, my other computer sound is on still. My bad. Amateur hour out here. Big up, though. So that's what we're going to dive into today. Season 2 finale of What If dropped yesterday. If you guys haven't yet gone and watched that, please go and do so. It is the big one. What if Malcolm Glazer hadn't to use the leverage buyout to purchase the club in 2005? It is a big one. Anyone who's watched it yet, anyone who of a certain vintage remembers all this stuff going on. It's interesting, just not only all the other things that could have happened back then, but the connections to even in the last couple of years with some of the ownership situation. I'm not going to reveal too much. You have to go and watch it to figure out, but go check that one out. It is the season 2 finale and it is the big one. So, and then go check out the first episode of the Kickabout if you want to. Dylan stopped by the other day. Probably going to try to make that a weekly thing. Super chill, super relaxed, literally just sharing thoughts on things. Not like reporting, but just talking about what's been on there. So pretty much what we do here, just with more people involved. So in any case, we are going to jump into that. So like the video if you haven't yet done so. Please subscribe to the channel. If you are new, you guys, go check the memberships to learn how you can get involved in everything on the channel, you guys. And then also check the description of the video. You guys will see links to Fubo, kit bag. You get, I think it's 10% off still on kit bag, and then Fanatics too if you guys want to get some legit stuff. And then obviously there's that $5 off GoGoalShop code down there too if you use that to register. All that stuff going on. Before I jump in the chats, I do want to make sure I share a fun little thing for you guys. For all you animal lovers out there, and even if you aren't, I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everyone's perfect. But if you do have a moment, please consider donating to a great cause. This is a Michigan Animal Welfare Foundation. My wife, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you know my wife is on the board with Detroit Animal Care. DAC is what it's called, but they are doing fundraisers. They've got a big fundraising event coming up in August, and they're doing a lot of different fundraisers. But you guys can, if you are interested at all in contributing or learning more about that, this is the website for my wife's fundraising. That is my beautiful wife, Jamie, with some rando dog at the shelter. I don't know who that is, but there is a link in the description as well for the video. There's no pressure at all. There's never any pressure. Even if you can't donate yourself as well, please share the link in case somebody you know might want to as well. Again, no pressure. And then I will say too, any super chats, any channel revenue, any super tips, super thanks, any membership fees that the channel accrues between now and August, I will put towards that as well. So keep that in mind too. Excellent. I'll keep this in the description for the videos for the next several months, obviously until the thing goes on, but go ahead and check that out again. Like I said, there is a little bit of description of what they're looking for, what the fundraising is going towards and stuff. So keep that in mind. I do appreciate you guys. I know you guys are absolute legends. Even if you can't donate yourself, you guys, please consider sharing it so somebody else can. And that's awesome that there's tons of dogs every single day coming into these shelters, and the hardest part is just there's not enough room for everybody, which is difficult. So we do what we can. We try. You guys know I've helped my wife foster a couple times as well. Remember that first trip to Manchester, we had a pregnant pitty who had like 7 puppies. So in my house, I had 10 dogs for about 3 months, and it was every bit as crazy as it sounds. So, but I do appreciate you guys letting me go on that little spiel. Again, consider helping out. Every little bit helps. Just like a pebble thrown into a pond makes big ripples, could have a big impact. So let me dump into the chat here and see what everybody has got going on. Danny B, my Irish brother from another mother. How are you doing, my friend? Hey, yes, do hit that like button for me, please. Danny's already getting involved in the scouting. Forrester getting another center back, huh? I mean, I'd take Murillo in a heartbeat if they want to sell us Murillo. Botafogo, huh? Interesting. Justin, what's good, my guy? What is the really good, Justin? Here for you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, good to see Justin. I was just talking to Justin on the phone a couple hours ago. So, Danny Beast, another scouting report I think might have mentioned him last summer. Van der Laan, left wing back at Palmeiras. Interesting. Who aren't we linked to? I'll add them to the list though. They said I mentioned to the missus. She does the same stuff. Yeah, I know you do. Your missus. I appreciate that, pal. Yeah. Again, no pressure. But it is for a good cause. It doesn't go to me. I know some people are a little apprehensive about that stuff. It does not go to me as well. I showed you guys the website. You can go check it out. It's legit and everything. I swear I'm not going to go buy a jersey with it or something, but it doesn't have anything to do with me. The website has nothing to do with me. She doesn't even know I'm doing this. She'd be embarrassed if she knew I was doing that. So I'm going to get an earful, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps you guys. So let's dive into the transfer news, shall we? That is why we're all here. Let's talk about Sancho first, because there seems to be an uptick in interest in Jadon Sancho, specifically from Serie A in Italy. Now, we discussed the other day those Napoli links. Those have been popping up a little bit. Now it's reported that Juventus have actually submitted an offer for Jadon Sancho. Now, this is coming from Marco Giordano. This is what he had to say. Juventus have made an offer of 25 million euros for Jadon Sancho. The offer was considered an important one. Now Juve have to convince the player who, as it stands, is interested by the prospect of a possible move to Napoli. So both Juve and Napoli kind of getting involved. And I like that. I like that there was a couple clubs interested. I don't think it's one of those bidding wars that you do hear about. I think it's one of those bidding wars of, hey, this is as much as we're putting it in, and that's it. But it seems, though, that Napoli aren't entirely out of the race, right? So I'm not as familiar with this other journalist he's talking about, but this other guy is followed by a lot of other major journalists like Rudy Galletti. I think Terry Flewers follows him as well. So he may not be a name I'm super familiar with, but it doesn't actually mean as much. So I'll at least give it some time when these people are followed by other people. And that's Marco Giordano. But DiMarzio has basically said the same thing as well. This is what DiMarzio had to say on this thing too. He says, it's not just Napoli. Juventus has also made moves for Jadon Sancho. The Biancheri club has intervened in the last few hours by talking more with Manchester United than with the player. Antonio Conte's club, on the other hand, had already made moves in recent days by speaking directly with the 2000-born player. It sounds like it was written by AI. I don't know what you're doing there, DiMarzio. It's interesting. It's very interesting. The wages, as we've discussed, are proving to be a bit of a stumbling block. I mean, when you're on that much money, more than $300K a week, and you've got a catalog of just not performing since you made your big money move. It's not, that's why people are offering like 20 million pounds, 25 million euros. But we've seen that with a number of players at United over the years, the wages being just a major, major stumbling block in moving them on, which is why so many of them leave for free. Pogba, Antony, Varane, De Gea. These guys are just walking out of here, just collecting $300K a week until the day they walk out of Carrington, man. It's embarrassing. And people wonder why PSR is absolutely boning us left and right, man. It's just not. But I put out a poll in any case, amidst all these rumors. You guys might have seen it as you jumped in. Where do you think Sancho will be playing next season? So right now, 80% of you think he's going to be playing at Juventus. Interesting. Nobody thinks Napoli, and 20% of you think he's going to be playing for United. It must be some Chelsea trolls. It's just so funny, right? All the talk from these Blues fans when they got Sancho on loan was, you're giving us your best player. And then crickets. How long did it take for crickets to pop up? And now Chelsea are paying us to take him back. It's like, no, we don't want him. Oh, boy. Let me get involved in the chat. Let's see what you guys are doing here. Dana says, yeah, the guy kept a clean sheet. Interesting. Who is this asshole you're talking about, Danny B? Let me go check it out here. Now curiosity is getting to me. I got to go see. Oh, wow. Botafogo beat PSG. Interesting. So we're talking about Cunha. Is this who you're talking about? Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Hesty, welcome to the channel. I hope United found a gem at the Club World Cup. Are there gems at the Club World Cup, though? Is there anything at the Club World Cup that is worth watching? I'm not judging anyone who does. I'm just, it's a money grab. Let's be honest. It's a joke of a competition. The amount of money they're charging for tickets, and I guarantee you, unlike some of these other bullshit international friendlies or whatever, or club friendlies during the summer, these players are only there because they're getting paid money. Jude Bellingham put off getting surgery because he's getting paid a couple million just to go basically show up at this Club World Cup. I mean, you got Bayern beating Auckland, literally a bunch of part-timers at Auckland. No offense. It's just legitimately true. 10-0 in a stadium that holds 25,000 that had about 16, 17,000 clubs. And this is 9th ranked Bayern versus like 4,000 something ranked Auckland. And we call this some sort of a fun competition. Danny says, Scam Show. I like that. I like that. Danny's out here, man. Spinios and Scam Show. I like it. We will have to pay the difference in his wages. Yeah. Honestly, Danny, I wouldn't even mind. We just got to get him gone. 25 million, take it, run, pay a third of his wages for the next year. I really don't care. Raja, big up Raja. Raja does not want Emi Martinez. We're getting to Emi Martinez. Don't worry. Get involved in the Sancho poll while you guys are trickling in here. Hesty says, I hope Sancho goes to Juve and let Garno go to Napoli. Yeah, it would be ideal. I tell you what, the most difficult part, I don't know if you guys play FC 25, but literally the most difficult part of starting a career mode save is getting other clubs to buy your players. I very rarely